I've been spending the last few months reading my way through the Stormlight Archive, the first 4 books of the series that is supposed to be 5 books. This is Brandon Sanderson's big epic, and I really love this series. It had been a while since I read the first 3 when I picked up the 4th one, and I was completely lost. I could not remember who was who and why they were doing what they were doing, so I started over, and I'm so glad I took that journey all over again. I had forgotten a lot of things that were very important, as well as just the wonderful, amazing world Brandon Sanderson had created. Oftentimes when I get 3 or 4 books into a series, I start to lose interest, but not with the Stormlight Archive. And in this 4th book, it did not disappoint. I thought it was going in one direction, and I could not imagine how he was going to get a 5th book out of this story. Well, now I know. And not only was the story in itself riveting, but there was some really great character development in all 3 of the main characters, Kaladin, Shallan, and Dalinar, as well as some interesting developments in some side characters as well. Before I finished reading Rhythm of War, I read one of the reviews, which is sometimes a mistake, and the reviewer mentioned that his mind was blown when it was revealed who the head of the Ghost Bloods were. As I read, I kept trying to guess who it was. And when I finally got to the end and learned it, figured it out, I was stunned. All my guesses were way off the mark, but in thinking about it, I could remember some of the clues that Sanderson had strewn along the way. And that's the kind of surprises he throws at you. Totally stunning, but when you think about it, it all makes sense. So if you're a fan of the Stormlight Archive, this is a wonderful installment in the series. If you haven't read this epic, I highly recommend it. And as for me, I cannot wait for the 5th and final book to come out later this year.